Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Points to Ponder. What coaxed me into doing this today or motivated me into doing this today, is it's actually 2020. It's October 20th, 2020, 11:09 in the morning. And this is Baby, my dog. Say hello, baby. Say hello, baby. Oh, she's going to go check the door out now. She thinks I'm telling her to go watch somebody. But anyway, the reason why I started this is I've been trying to get some of you people to listen to me, and I do have some followers, not few, but not very many, but the ones that I do have, they follow me pretty regularly. The reason why I'm talking to you right now is because I want to make it really easy to understand just the genius of Trump. Now, don't turn this off if you're not a Trump believer. It doesn't matter. Okay. Uh, what I'm trying to do is give you a chance to have a full informed opinion. Okay. If all you hear is one side of something and you form your opinion off of that, then that's only getting 50% of the information, and therefore it's not a well-informed decision. It's just that simple. Common sense will tell you that. So what I'm going to do is try to break this down real quick and in an understandable way, and let you use your imagination to put it together. Then at the end of it, decide how you really want to think and are not. Well, I'm not going to say that. Just find out by listening to both sides what it takes to make an informed decision, and then make that informed decision. It's all up to you. So what I'm getting ready to talk to you about is how smart Trump is, and this is why. Trump has the power of the president, the pen. He's the strongest man, most powerful man in the world. Understand that. Say he's the most powerful man in the world. You you just can't conceive what that means to be the most powerful man in the world. But he's like a Superman. Now, I'm not saying that he's like a Superman himself. I'm saying the position, the presidency, makes him so strong that all he's got to do is push the pen and make things happen. So, that being said, when you have someone telling lies about you, and you know for a fact it's a lie, the worst thing you can do is confront them directly about that lie, simply because that puts it to an end, or it just puts it into conflict where it's he said, she said, you said, they said, whatever. Documentation, as BCP says, uh, stomps all over conversation. I can accuse you of something that doesn't make you guilty. See, that doesn't make you guilty just because I accuse. Now, if I accuse you and I put up evidence that proves unequivocally that you're guilty, then you're guilty. But that's having all the facts and making an informed decision. Okay, a well-informed decision. So my point is this. Trump knows he has enemies. He had enemies before he became president. And he knew he'd gain a whole lot more, and he actually caused a bunch of them just because of the way his brash personality went after him. So he knew what he was going into, and he also knew how smart he was and how he was going to make it work. How do you're trying to think of any other president that would have been able to do the same things that Trump has done, being beat up in every direction from every single source possible. Nobody wanted him in because it was disturbing their way of life, their control, their power. Okay, and I'm going to prove that. So when they heard Trump was running on the fact that he was going to drain the swamp, and they know Trump, they know he's a man to get done what he says he's going to do. They knew that from the past, way back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. They've been following him. They've liked him plenty of times because he gave them plenty of money. The point is, they knew he knew what was going on. See, and so when he said, "I'm coming in to drain the swamp and put the people back in the power of their government," which the Constitution says we are the ones that are in power of our government. We are the ones that vote the people in, and we are the ones that do, and let them govern for us so that we can do all the right things because they give the right advice and they set out the right tools to get it done. Now, Trump knew he was going to be attacked. So what did he do? He said, well, look, if I've got these lies that I know are lies, for a fact they're lies, there's no way they can prove a lie, so I don't have to worry about it. So if I don't have to worry about it, then let it go on. Let them dig themselves deeper by covering the lie they told in the first place. Let them keep telling more lies. I'm going to give you an analogy in a simple sense. Let's say a guy breaks out of prison. Uh, First thing he does, he steals a car. Or maybe he goes to a clothesline and steals clothes and changes his clothes. Right there, there's another charge. Well, since he's an escaped con, that also makes that a felony, no matter what. So then the next thing he does, he steals a car. And then the next thing he does is he wrecks that car, let's say. So he goes and he breaks into a house. There's burglary. He leaves the scene of the accident. He goes in, steals a bunch of food because he's hungry. Somebody comes home. Now he takes them hostage. Next thing you know, so it escalates. Well, what Trump's doing is he's allowing them because he knows that it's a lie. So therefore, you can't prove a lie without lying to prove it. So you keep trying to prove the lie you started with in the first place. He doesn't contest it in the way that it's totally confronted and it's he said, she said. Now he's just saying, well, I know it's not true. It's a witch hunt. He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't. But all this time, he could have used his pen. He could have stopped Mueller. He could have stopped all the people. He could have just said, okay, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. And then here's, okay, he could enact. He could just use his pen. But he didn't. Why? Because he wanted to let them keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. Now, why is all of it escalating 15 days before the election? Because of his genius. Because it is now time to let it come out. Let me give an example. People are questioning, I'm sure you're questioning too, I was. Why did the FBI and the DOJ, why have they held back so much exculpatory evidence that could have very easily, hey baby, could have very easily had protected him up front, right at the beginning. Canceled out the lies, canceled out the Russian crap, canceled out the exoneration or not exoneration, but the unaccountability for Hillary and her whole staff all at one time. They were all given immunity at one time, even before they were questioned. Anyway, all this is known. Trump knows this. So he's let it happen and happen and happen. Now he's going to start exposing it. He's going to expose it, just tumble it. Now what are they trying to do? They're trying to have him do a debate with Biden where they can mute him. They can shut him up. I would think it would be great if he had a bunch of people get together before the debate and they put up these ropes and strings and stuff and made these puppets and put everything in context as how the puppets are working, including the commentator on the show. And then right in the middle of the show, after they bleeped him a few times, blocked him out a few times, he drops down these puppets and starts playing these puppets in front of everybody. That would be such a big hit. But anyway, I digress. So what he's done is he's allowed them to just keep on and on and on and on and on with the lies, digging deeper and deeper. Now understand, the closer, when this all started, it didn't start because they hated him. It had nothing to do with hate. It had to do with scared. They were afraid of what Trump was going to expose. They knew that he wasn't a part of it. Think about it. If they want him so bad, they wanted to do a coup so bad, but it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Because what they were doing were all lies. Donald Trump is not reachable. Oh yeah, he's got his problems or his faults. Everybody has faults. Just because we have faults doesn't make us criminal. So they couldn't prove any criminality on him. They've been trying. Believe me, if they could do it, they would have done it. They would have put him in jail, impeached him and kept the impeachment, taken him out of office, and then kept going and pressing him until they put him in prison. So why haven't they been able to do it? Think about it. Make a wise decision. Jesus gives you wisdom. Use it. Turn it into logic. Understand what's really going on. Donald Trump is not the criminal. The criminals that we've been seeing on the other side all the time are the criminals. So what Donald Trump has been doing is he's been allowing them to do what they do, and that is lie, cheat. What the devil does, what he's here for, to steal, kill, and destroy. So the devil doesn't care if they all go down. That's what his job is. That's what he's here for, is to first give them a whole lot of wealth, give them a whole lot of power, and then take it away from them. It's not necessarily that the devil, would you quit? Quit. I know I sound upset, and I know you're trying to calm me down. Okay? People, patriots, okay? Please listen to me. It's important that you understand. Donald Trump is not stupid. He's been letting this go on. He could have stopped at any time. So if you have the question of why didn't they turn over the evidence, he told them not to turn it over. He told them to sit on it. And the corrupt people in the system are coming to the forefront trying to keep the corruption going on because he's allowing it to go on. If he stops it, they stop moving. He doesn't see them. The roaches won't come out until you turn the light off. So he takes the pressure off of them. He allows them to keep doing what they're doing. Now it's coming down to the wire. Now it's coming down to the re-election. So now he's grinning. I mean, look what he does when he talks to people on, when he gets ready to get in his helicopter. He just came out of his helicopter, whatever. News reporters everywhere. He puts them all in a group, and he says, ask me. Ask me anything. Today, what I thought was so, just so cool, was a reporter asked him what he was doing to prepare for the debate, and he said, I'm doing it right now. You guys can throw any question you want at me, and I'll answer it. I won't lie to you. I'm not here to be against you. I'm here to be for you. You're the ones that are throwing out the venom. You're the ones that are spewing the lies. You're the ones that are deceiving the people and helping Satan want to win or try to win, but it ain't going to work because Trump has encircled himself with Christians across the board. Folks, what I just found out will blow your mind. Some of you probably already know. He's put the clergymen into a program where they can actually assist him in the way he should think and the way he should act. Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis. There are so many big names on that committee that he's in. I mean, look at Kelly what's her name? Kelly McEnany. Look at her. Cross, always right here. Meadows, Pompeo. Everybody that is associated directly with the president are Christians. And everybody is directly associated with Pelosi and Schumer are Satanists. It's just that simple. Now, I pray for them. That's what the Bible says I should do, and I believe the Word is what the Word says it is. It says I'm the truth. The Word is the truth. And to believe it 100%. Don't vary from it. So I believe they have Satan in them, but I also believe that Christ said to pray for them. And the reason why you pray for them isn't because he says just pray for them, that's it, it doesn't do anything. No, they change. Look at Paul. Look at Paul. He was killing Christians like they're being killed today by ISIS. Thank God for Trump. But was by ISIS. Cutting heads off, drowning them, setting them on fire. God uses a crooked stick to draw a straight line. And Jesus said to Trump, come on, crooked stick. We're going to draw a straight line. And when the end comes, you better be ready. But as it is right now, while we're still human and still living in this world, then you have to make it as best you can for you and your future generations. So the best way to do that is to make a well-informed decision today and live by that decision. Don't let somebody pull your strings and tell you think like this, act like this, be like this. Look at the documentation and put that with the conversation. And then weigh the facts. And if you're not blind to the facts, and I'm not saying that if you're blind, you can still see with Braille and you can still hear it with your ears. So if you're not blind to the facts, then you won't hear the voices that just say something with no backing, no proof. Look at Shifty Ship saying that these documents that are being revealed from this hard drive are Russian disinformation. Then you got Radcliffe saying that's not possible. He can't know any of that because we see the intelligence first and all the intelligence, and then we give him the intelligence he can use. And there has been no intelligence that points anywhere near the Russians. So it has nothing to do with that. It's disinformation without documentation on the shifty side. And so anybody that supports that shifty guy are shifty themselves. It's that simple. I can see us overwhelmingly beat the deep state, dark. I mean, I don't care. We can beat them. We will beat them. It's done. We need to speak it into truth, like Jesus says. Say it, and it's true. So you say it wrong, it's wrong. You say it right, it's right. You say life, I have life. You say death, you're dead. So I hope that this helps you out. All he's been doing is letting it go on because he knew it was a lie to begin with. Everything they've said is a lie. They can't trap him in anything that he's done criminal because he's not a criminal. And so now they're scared. Now they're down to the point where Trump's going to lower the bomb on them, the boom, however you want to look at it. And these people are getting ready to be perp walked into prison, and some are going to go to, which is really important about the coup part, and that is a lot of them I see going to tribunals, to military courts. And at the end of that, they get the death sentence for treason. And they get shot by a firing squad. And I don't know, Trump might just be smart enough to put it on TV and let those that want to see it, see it. But you better open your eyes because the reckoning's coming. And if you're not ready for it, hey, you have eternity in you. Every one of us wants from conceived from the seed to the egg in the womb. That's life right there. That's God breathing life into you, like He says in the Word. And from that point on, you have you have the eternal life in you. It cannot be snubbed. It will never go out. Once lit, never goes out. Always, forever in eternity. That's a long time, folks. So you better start looking at both sides, getting a well-informed decision before you make it. This is going to protect you and your family and your friends, and it's going to be the best thing you could possibly do for your future because that means lifetime, eternal in heaven. Or don't do it. Disregard it. Let somebody tell you how to live your life. Follow them like puppets. Okay? Follow them like puppets. And your eternal life will go to hell for eternity. So I hope you folks like this message. If you like it, please let me know. Share it. Give me your if you don't like it, please give me your responses. Okay? I like to be informed. But now keep in mind, if you say something, that doesn't make it right. I want to see the documentation. I have the documentation right here, okay, on my iPad, right here, okay? And I'm going to give that to you later after you respond and share this video. So I will give you some information that will guarantee you that Trump could have stopped this at the beginning, but he didn't because he wanted them to trap themselves. He knew they were corrupt, and he wanted them to expose their corruption in your eyes directly. So I love you guys. God bless. Please do me a favor and share this, okay?